how can we write flawed characters? Maybe someone who is racist, maybe someone who is, what is that word for people who doesn't like gay people? You know what I mean? Doesn't like anyone really from a different faith. Like, how can we approach this in a responsible way? Because I also think it's irresponsible to not include, depending on the book you're writing, obviously, but problematic people in real life are a real thing. So I think authors should be able to write that in literature. How do
Absolutely. I actually believe that too. I don't think that everything should be perfect. I think there should be some problematic things in what we're reading anyway, because like we got to learn from something. If we're just seeing everything perfect, there's nothing to learn from. So I would say a couple of things. First of all, the genre matters. So when we're talking about romance, and even in romance, what is the role of that character? I think that matters. So there are certain things, and I mean, I do read some questionable, morally gray heroes that may kill people. Fine. But
unalivers, I'm like all about the unaliver, the Luigi Mangione kind of trope.
I mean,
those are my jam. That's my moral.
And I think there's also something to be said for the fact that everybody has different lines that cannot be crossed. So that also goes back to a very personal thing from the reader's perspective. For me, there are certain things that you cannot justify and make that like the main character. If you want to put that in the story and put that as a side character, that's fine. And there might be some other kind of subjects where you have to make that character realize or learn from what they've done, maybe at the beginning of the book or throughout some point. And then there's got to be, somebody's got to call that out, and there's got to be a learning experience from it. At least if you want to maintain them as the lead. But again, what that is, like, is it killing somebody? Is it racism? Like, to me, that's probably a very gray area, because everybody will have different lines. Like, where is your particular line? Like, what's the thing where you're like, well, I can't engage with that? And yeah, I mean, I think that there's got to be, it also depends on marketing. It depends on so many things. Like, you cannot go out here putting this hero there, which, I mean, people did mention the fact that nobody called this, like, it's not something that the hero's learning from. It's just, this is just how he is. And it maintains throughout the whole book. I can't say for sure because I haven't read the book. I did not, I don't really read Sophie Lark, but I think if you're going to make it the hero of a romance story, there's got to be some redemption to some tougher subjects.